before I turned 18, I got my first state prison sentence. I got a 3 to 5 year sentence. I ended up turning that 2 years into 5 years. Yeah, I did about 4 years locked in the hole because of my behavior. And I remember I was in the hole. The hole consists of, it's prison within prison is the best way I can explain it, okay? So the cell is smaller, there's double doors, there's no human contact, there's a very limited amount of time where you're coming out of that cell. It's about 1 hour a day, and when you come out, you are in a dog kennel, walking back and forth in your shackles. And one day a guard came to my cell and said, I hadn't talked to another human being in quite a while, and he said, hey, you have a visitor. I said, I think you got the wrong cell, buddy. I haven't had a visitor since I've been in prison, never mind since I've been down here in the hole. And he said, no, you have a visitor. And they chained me up with my waist chains and my leg chains, and they brought me out to the visiting room, and my mom was sitting there. They come to my cell, same guard, and he says, hey, got good news for you. You've been in for 5 years. You're all done. This was a Friday afternoon. He said, on Monday, you're getting out. And after doing 5 years in prison, just 1 month later, I was homeless again and fully addicted to alcohol. And that night, God intervened on my behalf, and I was arrested. And I was arrested in a complete blackout for robbing a Boston police officer's home. Yeah, real genius I was. It was 6 months later since I walked out of that maximum security state prison after 5 years. And I was back in court. And the district attorney was talking about a life sentence for house invasion, because that's what that crime carries in the state of Massachusetts. And ultimately, I got a brand new 6 to 9 year sentence. 6 to 9 years. So a week or two goes by, Father says to me, hey, listen, I really need this chapel clean for Sunday Mass. So why don't you come on Saturday evening? Hey, Mom, hey, I got some news for you. What's up? I said, oh, Mother Teresa's coming to the prison. And she was like, what? And she was all excited. The words that she said changed everything for me. It was the first time in my life that somebody told me that Jesus Christ died for me, right? And that I was more than the crimes that I committed, that I was a child of God, that I had a Father in heaven. I never heard anything like that, and it was very, very confusing. The name of my book is The Big Hustle, right? And it gives you the indication that somehow I'm the big hustler. No, Father James Freitas is the big hustler. Father James Freitas is hustling for the Lord, right? So there ain't nothing he won't do to get you to the foot of that cross. But the time came, and Father said, you are ready to be confirmed into the Catholic Church. I get out, and I'm going to the meetings, and I'm not drinking, and I got a job, and I'm going to church, and I was empty again. But except now I was married, I was having kids, and so, I was trying to wear this mask and trying to fake like I was a happy guy and that I was a good guy. And, there were a lot of things about me that some might say are good things. Before my first conversion, I had all the excuses in the world because nobody told me that Jesus died for me. Nobody told me that God loved me, that I was a child of God. Nobody told me that. Nobody told me that I had a Father in heaven that would care for me and love me. Nobody told me any of those things. So I had legit excuses up until that conversion. But after that, I had nothing. God revealed himself to me in a major, major way, and I turned my back on him. And so I'm there, and I'm weeping, and the priest is like, son, just the facts, please. Like, we got 35 people out here, just, and I walked out of there. I cried myself to sleep. The next day, we had mass and a ceremony, and our family members came, and my face was red, and my wife thought I was mad, but it was all the crying, right? Like, my nose was like, those men on that retreat remind me a lot of the men that I've met here this weekend. Brothers, you got something special here. Like, I do this. I go all over the country. This is impressive. This is real. When I saw that video of all the activities that you guys have done over the years, and I saw a lot of faces that I see here today, this is an army of men that can lead many to the foot of the cross. And most impressive to me is all the young men in the room, in the examples that you are for them. It's beautiful. God bless you all. Thank you.